There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Horned Frogs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will start this game off with the football. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. 47-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Moss.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, he makes the catch. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Balls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Udo. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and well, that's how you win games. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space, it's Payne. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if he's going to run it. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough, 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the ground. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative. You're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Running back searching for a hole. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Looking deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move there. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Tyson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Udo. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Udo. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. On the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's McAllister.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's McAllister. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Rides the back and leaves it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Card in the backfield. It's Barnes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. To the air, it's Hoover. The throw to the outside is complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And this one splits the uprights. Just over a minute to go, all tied up, guys. Are we going to get a finish here or headed to overtime?
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking up top, and time is of the essence. With the catch, it's Tyson. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Tyson.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure I understand if I don't get the 1st down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This all
breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
To throw, it's Levin. Gets it out quickly.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Going with the ground game left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They haven't gotten much done here. Third down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime?
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires complete on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
He'll do it himself. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Sun Devils are in the red zone.
Set up in the red zone.
They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, what a cut! That'll do it! A double overtime touchdown to walk it off!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Coleman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David